Hi, I'm Salz, Sales Management Strategist and author of Sales Differentiation. Welcome to part 2 of my program, What Salespeople Can and Should Do Right Now. Now, during this part of the program, I'm going to share with you the actions for salespeople to take right now to be successful today and tomorrow. So there's this metaphor, and it's been used for ages, contrasting salespeople with athletes. And you've probably heard it. Salespeople are referred to as athletes in business. Well, I'm a competitive power lifter. I've got a son who's a college baseball player, another one who's a high school baseball player. One of my long-term clients is the San Francisco Giants AAA baseball team. I've been immersed in the world of athlete. And there's one fundamental difference that I found between most athletes and salespeople. Athletes will work countless hours, countless days, countless weeks, mastering their skills, working hard so that when they're in the game, when they're in competition, they perform flawlessly. Salespeople, most of them, they don't do that. They keep playing the game over and over again, hoping to get better. And so my first action step for you is to take a step back, and I'm asking you to look in the mirror and find those areas of sales where you could be better. Nobody's perfect. None of us are perfect. We can all improve. Maybe it's the way you prospect or your approach with discovery or your understanding of all the capabilities your company can bring to bear. Whatever that is, take this gift of time that you've been given and turn those weaknesses into strengths. Read books, research, watch videos, read blogs. Use these minutes to improve your sales game. Now, there's a lot of discussion today about whether or not to talk with clients, so allow me to address that point. We need to do it. We need to reach out to our clients. They need to hear from us. And the fear so many of us have is that we're going to come across salesy in our approach. But as I shared last time, if your heart is in the right place, you'll never be wrong. Reach out to them. Show that you care. Don't be afraid to have conversations with them. So my second action step for you is to pick up the phone, reach out to your clients, and have conversations with them. Now, whether that be by email or in phone conversation, start off by saying something like, I hope you, your family, and your team are doing well under the circumstances, and use that introduction to lead into business conversation. And stay away from expressions like, I hope all is well, or I hope you're having a great week. It's just filler, and you know they're probably not having the best day or the best week right now, so it's not going to help you have a productive conversation. Another aspect to recognize is that people are over the virus conversation. They're sick of it, and I don't mean to create a pun there. Most people are ready to get back to work, just like you. So after the introduction that I just laid out, turn the conversation to business. I mean, think about this. You're providing an outlet for them to forget about the current issues and work on what they enjoy, their business. Rather than focusing on it, you become that fundamental optimistic people, and you're seen as a breath of fresh air. Try it. I think you'll be impressed with how well it works. What about selling? Should we do that now? Let's talk about that. Most companies today are operating at less than full speed. So if you sell something that requires a change in provider, supplier, change in process, change in systems, or even planning, this is a fantastic time to have conversations with prospects. Why? Because we know they're operating at a slower pace than normal, which means they have the time to explore change, right? And the risk of disruption has been minimized because everything's moving slower. They have the luxury of planning and a thoughtful transition for implementation because they've been given the gift of time. And time is not something that they're accustomed to having. Now, don't expect when you make these prospecting calls that they're going to recognize that they have this gift. You have to guide them. You have to help them see this wonderful opportunity that they've been given right now to be thoughtful and mindful of planning and decision making. Now, one thing we all know, coming out of this mess, companies are going to be looking for 3 things: revenue, cost savings, and efficiency. Note, I didn't say a cheaper price. I referenced cost reduction, a strong return on investment. They're going to look at total cost of ownership. So when you're looking at the solutions that you provide, if they impact the top or the bottom line, great time to have sales conversation. So if what you sell helps them generate revenue, provides efficiency or cost reduction, you couldn't ask for a better time to have those conversations. Now, of course, we don't want to be seen as ambulance chasers, right? That's horrible. But that should not stop your outreach efforts. What it does tell you, what it does mean, is we need to be more sophisticated in our outreach. In Chapter 11 of my book, Sales Differentiation, I introduced the concept of a sales crime theory, and it's a prospecting strategy. That strategy is founded in the answer to this question. Why should they want to have a conversation with you right now? Not why should we talk with them. Why should they want to have a conversation with you right now? See, when we think about it, of why should we talk with them, that's egocentric. That's about us. We need to figure out why they should want to have a conversation with us right now. So what I'm saying is, you don't pick up the phone. You don't send an email to prospect unless you can answer that question. And if what you sell has a revenue benefit, a cost savings, provides efficiency, those are the tools you need to effectively prospect right now. Now, what's also key is your prospecting message. Make it about them and what you believe they seek to accomplish, rather than about you, your company, and the stuff that you sell. Make it about them. So that's my third action task. Prospect using the sales crime theory strategy so that you have purpose for your outreach right now. Now, when you think about prospecting, there are two sides to the success equation: quality and quantity. What I've just described as a strategy is to have better quality outreach for your prospects. But we also need to be mindful of quantity, the number of attempts we make to reach a prospect. Now, you've probably seen the countless studies that have been done that show the number of attempts it makes for a salesperson to reach a prospect, ultimately leading to a sale. And you've also seen the other side of that study, which is the number of attempts that the typical salesperson makes and the huge delta between those. Well, we need to be mindful of quantity, those number of attempts, and most salespeople aren't making enough attempts. So taking it a step further, most salespeople don't have enough strategy in the quantitative side of their prospect outreach. Well, I've put together a 4-week prospecting rhythm that includes a variety of creative and effective techniques to reach each prospect. If you'd like a copy, all you need to do is send me an email and I'll gladly send it to you. I want to help. My email address is lsalz, L-S-A-L-Z, at salesarchitects, and that's plural, architects.com. And in the subject line, put prospecting rhythm, and I'll gladly send that to you. And by the way, this whole conversation about quality and quantity with your prospecting, that's not just for now. This should always be part of your selling repertoire. Now, a target list, if you don't have one, you may call it a prospect list, build it now. That's another critical action task to do right now. This mess is going to come to an end sooner than later. And when things quickly improve, and they will, that's not the time to figure out who you want to call. You're going to be late. So put those lists together now. Who you're going to go after, do all the research that you need to do, because you have the gift of time. Do it now. Now, another great action task to do right now is business development, particularly on LinkedIn. I'm a huge fan. It's a fantastic forum for you to demonstrate yours and your company's expertise, and that can lead prospects coming to you. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Instead of you having a prospect to get them to come to you, they're just doing it. Beautiful thing. But now, there's a few steps here. The first thing you're going to want to do is brush up your LinkedIn profile. Make sure it's polished, it's accurate, represents you well. Now, if you're a huge fisherman, you love going fishing, and you got this great picture of you with a big fish, that's your Facebook profile picture, not LinkedIn. LinkedIn should be a very conservative photo of you. Number 2, build your network. If you haven't already done so, connect with your clients, industry partners, company colleagues, and prospects with whom you have a relationship. Why? Because step 3 is for you to share information in your profile. In other words, you're going to showcase your expertise on LinkedIn. Let me give you an example. If you wanted to be seen as an expert in, let's say, babysitting, all you would need to do is share lots of information on social media about babysitting. And in a matter of weeks, the world would see you as an expert in babysitting. Note that it didn't say you have to write blogs or create videos. All you have to do is share information on a very specific topic, and the world will see you as having an expertise in that topic. And I actively share content around sales and sales management, and that creates a perception of me around those topics. And you have that same exact opportunity in your world, which again can get prospects coming to you. A wonderful thing. Number 4, join groups. Sales ones, like I built the largest sales management group on LinkedIn. It's called Sales Management Executives. We have just over 325,000 members, and I invite you to join us. Great way to continue to brush up your sales skills by learning from others. But also join industry-specific groups. And when you're in there, share information, create discussions, participate in discussions, all in the spirit of demonstrating expertise in your world. Now, there's one huge mistake that's being made on LinkedIn today. And it's not just today, it's always. So someone sends you an invite, and you can measure with an egg timer how quickly you're going to receive a solicitation email, right? You hit accept and tick, tick, tick. Oh, now they want me to buy something. Well, it's an instant turnoff. Well, if you think about an in-person networking event, you wouldn't meet someone and 2 seconds later say, hey, you want to buy something from me? You'd never do that. Well, the same holds true with your LinkedIn networking. You have to earn the right to sell. Now, as you may know, I help salespeople differentiate both what they sell and how they sell it. That's what my book, Sales Differentiation, is all about. Well, this is the perfect time to challenge yourself with respect to your own sales differentiation strategy. Think about the questions that you ask prospects, the information you share, your messaging. Are they helping prospects get as excited as you are about your differentiators, or are you always in a battle over price? Well, if you're regularly in a price war, take the time now to brush up that strategy so prospects perceive the same value that you do in what you're offering. I'm updating my own sales differentiation strategy right now. I'm working with a videographer and creating a new sizzle reel. And if you've never heard of the concept of a sizzle reel, this is the marketing tool that speakers use to get speaking engagements. Well, think about this. There's probably not going to be a big sales meeting or a big conference for a while. Why would I do this now? Because when things change, and they will quickly, I'm going to be ready to take advantage of those opportunities, and I hope you will as well. Now, you also have opportunities to differentiate yourself in how you sell. And I encourage you to challenge yourself with this question. What is it that I can do different than my competitors that my buyers will find meaningful? So it's not different for the sake of different. What is it that I can do different than my competitors that my buyers will find meaningful? Every interaction you have with a buyer, from the very beginning as a prospect all the way through clients, and then you get into customer service account manager, gives you opportunities to provide meaningful value that your competitors do not. And most of us don't think enough about that. We're worried about differentiating the widget, right? Think about every touch point, every interaction you have, and look for opportunities to provide meaningful value that your competitors are not. One final action step for you. We talked a lot in this 2-part program about mindset, having a healthy mind. We need to have a healthy body as well. Get fresh air every single day, every day. I've been working out of a home office since 2007. I still need to remind myself to do it, but you got to do it every single day. Get exercise every day. My poor dog, Rocky, he's used to having just me and him home during the workday. Now there's 5 of us here. We want to go take a walk. Rocky's got to go along. So he's like, really? Another walk? Give me a break. But get exercise every day so you don't create other issues for yourself. And eat right. Again, so you don't create medical issues or health issues for yourself. See, when I go to the supermarket, I don't know why, but those mint Milanos want to jump off the shelf and into my shopping cart. Well, if you keep the right food in your home, you won't be tempted to eat poorly. So to wrap up, time is a precious resource. We've all been given the gift of time, and we'll never get those minutes back. None of us wants to look back at this period of time and say, I wish I did. There are action steps that I've just shared with you. Actions for you to do right now so you improve today's circumstance and tomorrow. So let me recap those 6 for you. Number 1, take stock in yourself and identify the areas of sales where you could be better and take an action on them so that you turn your weaknesses into strengths. Number 2, reach out to your clients. They need to hear from you. Speak from the heart and you'll never be wrong. Number 3, prospecting, it's gotta continue. We're all counting on salespeople to continue that outreach. Like I said, the dollars coming from the government are a tiny band-aid. The real solution is you. Salespeople are the remedy every company is looking for. And if what you sell provides a revenue opportunity, a cost savings, and a way to increase efficiency, you couldn't ask for a better time to have conversations with prospects right now. And be mindful of both the quantitative side and the qualitative side of your prospecting so that you're effective with your strategy. Number 4, leverage LinkedIn for business development. Increase your connections and engage in the platform to demonstrate your expertise. Number 5, reflect on your sales differentiation strategy. Look at both what you sell and how you sell it and demonstrate meaningful value to your clients. Every touch point is an opportunity. And number 6, don't just have a healthy mind, but keep your body healthy as well. Get fresh air every day, exercise, and eat right. And I encourage you, I really do, leverage your optimism. Like I said, we are fundamentally optimistic people. Watch videos, read things, and do things that make you feel better. Things that don't bring you down, elevate you, make you feel better. Now you may be asking yourself why I created this 2-part video, why I'm delivering this talk 2 to 3 times a day for corporate clients. Well, it's very simple. Well, I hope I inspired your optimism. This talk inspires me. It makes me feel better as well. I feel like I'm making a contribution, helping you get through these tough times. And I hope you take the action steps that I've shared here today, because uncertainty breeds opportunity. There's opportunity for all of us right now if you take these critical action steps. And I look forward to the day when we can be in the same room again, enjoying one another's company and celebrating your successes. I want to thank you for investing time in watching this program, and I hope you leave the program in a better place than when you arrived. I hope I've inspired your resilience and challenged you with some tasks to strengthen your selling. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay optimistic, and persevere. And if I can be of further assistance to you, your salespeople, or your company, you can email me at lsalz, S-A-L-Z, at salesarchitects, and that's plural, .com, or you can just pick up the phone and call me. You don't need a sales crime theory, 763-416-4321. Make today a great day, because you can. Thank you.